All right. Let's finish a video. Sending data. Streaming. Okay. I don't know when it actually starts. Probably something. I should probably do like as soon as I hit the button. I'll just do like a count. And then however many seconds. Or I'll just look at the green dot and say like, hey, that's when it happens. That's what, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Welcome again to the live stream. If you watch the VOD, say something in the comments that you watch the VOD, because I would be amazed. If anybody actually goes back and just, I'm just gonna watch a VOD. It would be seriously impressive. I have to type in the command prompt first is I just type in croc because that means we're opening the application, and then I just type in send because we're telling it we're going to send some files. So I can either drag in a single file here and just drag and drop, and then I just press enter, and then it'll hash it, which basically means it's converting into a set length of data that it can make sure it sends securely. And then once it's done with the hashing process, it will show our codes that we can use. Now here's the discrepancy that I just want to point out really quick. On Windows machines, if you're receiving files, this is the code that you're going to use. If you're on Linux or Mac, you'll want to copy this one. They're effectively going to do the same thing. There's just an extra little thing that's needed for same thing. There's just an extra little thing that's needed for security purposes for Linux and Mac. But once you have this code, you can send it to whoever needs to receive those files and/or folders. Then make sure they have installed in their system, because if they don't, they can't do anything with the code. It's completely useless to them. So the recipient should also make sure they have the folder open where they want all those files to go. And in order to do that, we need to open command prompt in that exact folder, or terminal in Mac, which I'll show in a minute. Because if you open command prompt normally, it defaults to your home or username address, which you can also change from shortcut properties, but that's not important for this video. Now on Windows 10 or 11, you do this by clicking at the file path up at the top right here of File Explorer and ensuring it's fully highlighted. You can just type in cmd and then press enter, and this will terminal in Mac, which I'll show in a minute. Because if you open command prompt normally, I'll show in a minute. Oi. If that starts coming through, I apologize. Okay, this is the part I needed to do earlier. I'll show in a minute. Because if you open command prompt normal, why is that doing a thing? You can send it to whoever. Huh? Because if you open command prompt normal, why is that doing an intro animation? There's just an extra little thing to do the same thing. There's just an. Oh, that's weird. None of that should be happening. Hello? There we go. Just remove those and copy and repaste it. You can send it to whoever needs. What? That has to be a bug, because there's no in and outs enabled. You can send it to this code. You can send it to. Okay, that's strange. Because if you open command or terminal in a Mac, which I'll show in a minute. Because if you open command, I'm a little weirded out. Okay. So let's just, I guess, remove these again. I don't know why you would do that. I'm now gonna have to like watch every in and out, which I don't want to do. But I may have to if it's doing this. I mean, that seems to have fixed it. But why would that not happen anywhere else? Only there. That's so strange. Ugh. You can send it to whoever needs commands to receive those files and/or folders. Now make sure they have croc installed in their system, because if they don't, they can't do anything with the code. It's completely useless to them. So the recipient should also make sure they have the folder open where they want all those. To do that, we need to open command prompt in that exact folder, or terminal in Mac, which I'll show in a minute. Because if you open command prompt normally, it defaults to your home or username address, which you can also change from shortcut properties, but that's not important for this video. Now on Windows 10 or 11, you do this by clicking at the file path up at the top right here of File Explorer and ensuring it's fully highlighted. You can just type in cmd and then press enter, and this will open command prompt in the folder you. The top right here of File Explorer, and ensuring it's fully highlighted, you can just type in cmd and then press enter.
but that's not important for this video. Now on Windows 10 or 11, you do this by clicking the file path up at the top right here of File Explorer and ensuring it's fully highlighted right here of File Explorer. Ensuring it's fully highlighted. Explorer, and ensuring it's fully highlighted, you can just type in CMD. You can type in CMD.
Let's see, it's right here. Goodness gracious, I am sorry.
Just type in CMD and then press enter, and this will open command prompt in the folder you currently have. Once the command prompt's open, the command prompt is open. Open command the folder that you currently have. Open CMD and press enter. Enter, and this will open command prompt in the folder that you currently have open. Once the command prompt is open, type croc open. Once the
Derpy derpy derp.
Open. Once the command prompt is open, type croc followed by the code. Open command prompt. Once the command prompt is open, type croc followed by the.
I might have to blur out the date and stuff down here too.
You can send it to whoever needs to receive those files and/or. You can send it to whoever needs to reload. You can send it to whoever needs to receive those files and/or folders. Now make sure they have croc installed on their system, because if they don't, they can't use this code. You can.
What if I could use a stinger here? Ooh, pretty. All these are text. I mean, I guess it doesn't need the text, but I really should just build my own stingers. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. Let me see if I have any shield tuber transition. Oh, I totally do. Oh, some of these might actually look kind of dope. Let's try it. So wait, if I put this on here, is it gonna cover the whole screen? Wait, how many frames is that? Oh, that's not nearly enough. It's gotta be a full second.
Code. You can send it.
Oh, that's weird. It just kind of stops. What about this one?
You can code. You can send it to who.
That's not bad. I should probably set 1 second as the default.
Code. You can send it. Code. You can send it. Code. You can.
Is there anything else to this one? Nope, it's just the solid color. What about this?
You can send you can send
That's actually kind of cool. I dig that.
you can send it to
That one's a lot.
you can send
That one's just a normal transition. I think these are all normal motion ones.
Where?
Too many streams in one day. It's only 2. I don't do more than 2. I mean, it is more than 1, to be fair. How's it going, John? How's everything else life? Oh, I got some tutorial ones. See how these fare.
you can send
I mean, I could just keep it clean. I don't need anything super special for these.
code. You can send it.
How I been? I've been. Well, actually, this might kind of maybe work-ish. I have an idea.
Code. You can send
I have an idea.
code.
I've certainly been. There's been a lot that's happened lately.
Code.
And I don't believe you guys have met, yeah, you guys have definitely not met Baby Ben yet, have you?
This code. You can send it.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely using this transition. Okay, but I need to do something weird.
You can send it to whoever needs.
So I basically just need to do like 12 frames on either side. I'll just add a second, because why not? And then this can be its own compound clip. This can be its own compound clip.
But once you have this code, you can send it to.
Oh my goodness, is it doing that? Why is that so broken? I don't understand. This should not have any mask animation on it. Huh. I am so confuzzled. A couple of guys on your side of the fans still me. Yeah. Yeah, that's true with Mets. Yeah.
You can send it. This code. You can.
I didn't think
Bald
about
by
that.
camera, Tim.
Psychedelic? I like that. Thank you so much for the follow. Very much appreciated. How's it going on everything? How was life? Welcome in. How'd you find the stream? Psychedelic. Oh my goodness, that's so good. And I just realized I messed up the compound clips.
Where?
That's probably my favorite name I've seen in a while. Alright, so I need to make that 12 and then make this 12. Make both of just these two compound clip. And then push that up. And then I need to extend these out by 12 frames. And then do a compound clip there. And then shrink this back down, and then bring this down here. And then we can actually throw the transition on it.
Code. You can.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. It's great. I just saw your YouTube video for music editing. Oh, nice. Like, did you just randomly find it? Because if you found that and then came here from that, that's like I think the first time somebody just randomly found one of my videos and then came and found one of my streams while I was live. That's awesome. That's so cool. That's weird, but that's cool. Well, I appreciate you stopping in. I hope you liked the video. Oh, that's so good. Oh my. It's hilarious. Oh my goodness. The interwebs are connecting. The interconnections on my mind are an enigma. Learned a lot? Well, that's great. That's what I aim for. I always try to make something that hopefully teaches or makes a concept make more sense. So hopefully that's what happened. I almost kind of want to make this a gradient. Can I even do that? Please tell me I can open this up. I cannot. Woof. Oh, actually, but I can. Oh, actually, I have an idea. I have an idea. Be careful. This is about to get dangerous. So I could. My brain farted so hard. What was I doing? I need to go to the tools and then get it like one of those background generator template things. Or I could just grab another thing from the motion VFX toolkit. And just throw it under here. That way I have like the background overlay, but I can still throw something underneath. That could work. This is my thinking face. This is what happens when we start doing late night streams. Things get a little weird. Oh my goodness. Every time I accidentally load the templates, it loads like it has to load like literally over 1,000 templates, and so it takes forever. So it looks like it's crashing, but it's not actually. It's just loading 1,000 things. Now we see all the stuff clipped out of the YouTube. Yeah, now you see everything. Okay, here we go. Generators. This is what I was looking for. So I could probably... Not the bees! No, I'm kidding. Okay, that was a bad joke. Let's go. Let's find something. Okay, so let's go in here and let's go to the shield tuber, M tuber. Do we have any backgrounds? Those are just intros. Backgrounds, here we go. What does this look like? Oh, this is, no, I don't want in and out. I just want the thing. Okay, that's certainly a background. What about this one? Gonna take in and out, off. I actually kind of like that one. What about this one? No ins and outs. Yeah, that one's fine, I guess. That one's just a little simple animation. I'm not too thrilled about that one. And then this one. Where's my in and out controls on this one? They forgot to add it. No. Okay, this one I said I didn't like. Which one was this one? Yeah, no. This one, yes. This one, oh, this is actually kind of cool. Hey, Quiz and everything and everything else life. Welcome in. Okay, so that's a background. Oh, these are weird. What is this one? I'm just throwing a bunch of stuff in here and seeing what sticks. That's a lot of shapes. That's like Shapetopia. And this one's just like in the middle square or gradient. I don't know what that is. It's a thing. Those are kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. I think I'm already kind of digging just this one by itself. And that overlay kind of helps it a little bit. Oh, interesting. I could make alpha 0 and then just make this darker. Maybe add some of that saturation back then. But really make it dense. Maybe slide it over towards this way a little bit. Actually, no, the other way. It's fine. I'm not a designer. All good Columbia just gave me a C100. Oh, nice. Still a solid camera today, believe it or not. Okay. Drop shadow. Yeah, let's make this 0.5 or something. Add a little more blur to it. Because we want depth. We want dippity dip. We want Johnny Depp. Oh, it's getting worse, guys. It's getting worse. Save me. Okay. How do you spell recipient? When I had Grammarly, I could do this. Okay, subtitle controls I could probably leave out because it's such a quick thing. I don't need to do that. I'll probably make the text a little brighter. Maybe not full white, maybe like an off-white. Yeah. Barrier center should be easy to grade in X-Trans. Probably, yeah. I mean, I enjoy color grading the Fujis, personally. I've had more, well, okay, not as many issues with Canon. I've had some issues, because, like, for some reason, I don't know why it is. Like, Canon looked pretty good out of the gate, but trying to get it to look even better is harder than it should be. I don't know why. Sony footage, just, like, forget it. Good luck. Okay, I know that's not how you spell recipient. I have to make sure I'm spelling it right. Okay, here we go. Just so you know, I'm not that bad at spelling, just only kind of bad. Okay. So now we have an interesting trend.
Once you have this code, you can send it to whoever needs
There you go. Perfect.
this code. You can send it to whoever needs to receive those files and/or full.
So that's a fun transition, I guess. Breaks it up a bit.
I'll show in a minute. Because if you open command prompt normally, it defaults to your home or username address, which you can also change from shortcut. That's not important for.
Sharuk! Hello! Oh my goodness, here we go. Thank you for the egg. How's it going? How's everything? How is life?
You do that at the top right here of File Explorer, and ensuring it's full.
Hey!
You can just
Roll!
Where?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad I have 3 new YouTube videos recorded, and I'm actually going to post something for once, believe it or not. Also, and I have one more that I'm going to make, but I have to wait for Exeldro to push a new update to shader filter before I can actually make it. Well, I can make it right now because I have the correct version that I made, but it's not in shader filter yet, so going to the update and showing 2.4.1 when it's going to be in 2.4.2 is going to be a little weird. So wish I could say the same, but Ramadan ruins my creative mind for the month. Oh, dude, that's rough. Ugh. Pop my back. Oh, come on. I hate it when I feel the crick in my back and I can't pop it. Oh, there it is. I got one there. But anyways, I have one of the shaders is in there and working, and it's my Tetris shader. So you can go into shader filter right now and use the Tetris shader, and it operates almost exactly like it does in Resolve. So you get a really powerful color tool in OBS now, which I'm really happy about. That's not what this video is about. This one's a different one. This one's a file transfer one. Also, technically, to edit a YouTube video for a friend, but again, I came in where here's Ramadan this time, but in a good way. Well, that's good. At least it's like somewhat fruitful for you. Because what is it? Isn't it like something like a 40-day? It's a 40-day fast type of thing, right? I can't remember exactly how it works. I just vaguely know of it. You know, so let's talk for a month and give me a draft script. Well, oh, it's 30 days. Oh, okay. I thought it was 40 for some reason. I don't know why I thought it was 40. So I guess it's payback. Well, there you go. You slack on me, I slack on you. He's been trying to get me to do a people interview for 5 years, trying to decide a big girl camera and get a Sony FS6 or a C500. Interesting. Hey, okay, horse? Hello? Oh, the horse is dead. Oh no. I was like, where'd the horse go? Whoops, I accidentally closed out of my chat box. Nobody say anything. Just kidding, I can see it up there. Hold on, let me get the horse back so you can hey where. Yeah, I know, shut up. How did it die right there though? That's the question. I wasn't doing anything in Fusion. I was on the project manager. How did it die? Man, OBS just decides to completely kill itself at the weirdest times. Alright, that should be back now. That was weird. No egg either. Did you do an egg and it still didn't do it? What? Okay, well, alright, I owe you guys. Hold on 1 second. Let me get the chat back up. What was I doing? Twitch chat, right. I was like, there's a thing I need to do, and that thing is a thing that needs to work. Hold on. Pop out, pop out, pop out, pop out, pop out. There it is. Whoop. Alright, cool. I'm gonna make sure I don't have it over there in case OBS decides to be dumb again. Okay. Where was I? Alright. Let me get you the horse. Let's see. Is it still saving the variables or is it not? That's not the right one. Well, it might not give you the right name, but...
Hey! Where?
There you go. Hey, Frozen Fusion. How's it going? How's everything? How's life? There you go. I made up for it. Okay. So, was there another egg, though? I did not see another egg. Maybe there was. Here you go. Here's a free one. There you go. You're welcome. Dude, I haven't updated my channel point redeems in, I think, years. I think it's been years since I've actually touched those channel point redeems. I could have thousands of channel point redeems if I actually like paid attention to what I was doing. But alas, I don't.
Open, type croc, followed by the code.
Okay, so this is gonna be kind of weird. So I need to not cut on audio 1 and video 4. So those are quick. Cut there. And then right here. There's something weird with this. It was... Did I have to like do an extra crop on this? Oh, that's right, because of that thing. I mean, I can always realign it. That's... I'm not gonna worry about that too much right now.
You can type that in or paste it.
I'm just gonna make it look like it's typing really fast, basically.
You can type that in or paste it, however you send it to. Code. You can type that in or paste it, however you send it to them, and press enter. And then Croc will look.
Actually,
This is your first time using Croc. I have access like you here. What find the file or files?
actually, I think it'll make more sense if I just like do a paste. So let me just cut to where it's actually there, and then as soon as it starts.
Croc, followed by the code. You can type that in or paste it, however you send it to them. And
Yeah, that looks like a normal paste. Why would I not do that?
Press enter. And then Croc will look for that code and see if there's any files being sent.
And then, when do I press enter on this? Oh goodness, it's way over here. Okay, and then where's the enter?
You can type that in or paste it, however you send it to them, and press enter.
Right there. Bring that in. The only reason I don't use Rebel Daily is because I don't want to screw up the timing for the rest of it.
Press enter. And then Croc will look for that code and see if there's any files being sent. And if this is your first time using Croc, you might have to allow access like you do here. Once Croc finds the file or files, it'll ask you if you want to. And if this is your first time using Croc, you might have to allow access like you do here. Once Croc finds the file or files, it'll ask you if you want to allow or files.
Come on.
Here. Once Croc finds the file, allow access like you do here. Once you might have to allow access like you do here. Once Croc finds the file or files, it'll ask you if you want to accept those files. Just type in Y for yes, and then press.
Oh, I was almost there.
Y. Just type in Y for yes, and then press enter, and then Croc will send that file into that folder that you have open. Once the transfer is complete, you'll see a confirmation that the file was sent successfully, and then you'll see the file inside of our folder right here. You'll see a confirmation that the file was sent successfully, and then you'll see the file inside of our folder right here. Folder that you have open. Once the transfer is complete, you'll see a confirmation that the file was sent successfully. And then you'll see the file and installation that was sent successfully.
Okay, and then it like shows right here. cut that and then move this to like.
Once it transfers complete, you'll see a confirmation that the file was sent successfully. And then you'll see the file inside of our folder.
Wait, what's... Wait, then what's this even for, huh? What? I don't understand why that's a cut. So I can just delete that part, I guess.
Once the transfer is complete, you'll see a confirmation that the file was sent successfully. And there's a file folder here.
And then slide this over here.
And then you'll see the file inside of our folder successfully.
I'll do the random sync thing. Okay.
Was sent successfully. And then you'll see the file inside of our folder, right? And you'll see the file inside of our folder. And then you'll see the file inside of our was sent successfully. And then you'll see the file inside of our folder. You'll see the file inside of our folder right here. Was sent successfully. And then you'll see the confirmation that the file was sent successfully. And then you'll see the file inside of our folder right here. And then you'll see the file inside of our folder right here.
Alright, that works.
The confirmation that the file was sent successfully. And then you'll see the file inside of our folder right here.
So that works. Whoops. Okay, now let's turn them all on like that. Slide everything back.
Our folder right here.
And now let's just show it on the Mac, for instance. Let's just send the 2 files here just for a fun example here. Actually, let's do 3 because I'm feeling sporty today. So I'm going to go ahead and do this again, proc send, and then I'm just going to drag all 3 files into here, and it's going to put all 3 files inside of our command prompt. So I press enter, it's going to send 3 files. So now I just have to go over to the Mac side, and then on a Mac, in order to open the folder that you have open, we're just going to go down to the path that we see here, and then right-click on the folder, and then select Open in Terminal. And that'll open Terminal in the exact folder that we're in. So now we can paste our code, and then press enter or return. It's going to do the same thing. I'm going to hit yes, return. It's going to do the same thing. I'm going to hit yes. And we're going to receive all 3 files. And now the files have ended up on the Mac. And then a couple more things to point out is sometimes you might experience an interruption, and sometimes it might even recognize that. So if you try to send the same file again, it'll ask if you want to resume that same file, and then you don't have to start over from the beginning if the file got interrupted. Which also brings me to the next point I want to bring up, which is that it's very highly recommended that you... It's very highly recommended got interrupted. Which also brings me to the next point I want to bring up, which is that it's very highly recommended that you do these types of file transfers over Ethernet and not Wi-Fi if possible, because Wi-Fi is a lot more unstable and any interruption could cut off the connection. And the next point I want to bring up is if you drag and drop a folder in and then for some reason it doesn't want to send it and it gives you some sort of an error saying that it can't find the file path or something similar to that, then a good rule of thumb is to make your folder name short, or you can try and zip the file too. And the way you can zip the file, and I'm just going to go ahead and do an example here. Let's just say I was sending this whole folder here. I can do proc send, and just like before, we can just drag and drop this entire folder. And it'll hash everything inside. Once it sends 10 files in the folder, you do that stuff. Or what you can do instead, I'm going to cancel out, is you can actually right-click and hit compress to zip file, and that'll make a zip of everything, and you can drag and drop that as well. And just to test that, we're going to do croc send, click and drag that zip, and it'll just say we're sending just this zip file, and everything will be inside of it. This also might be a good way to send files in general, just because a zip file will tend to be slightly smaller than everything you're trying to send at once. And then really quick on a Mac, the way to do that is very simple. You can just highlight all the files and or folders that you're zipping, right click, and then hit compress. Now hopefully this tutorial is really helpful for you. If you want to learn more about croc, I strongly suggest you checking out the GitHub page where you can learn how to set proxies, send more than just files and folders, or exclude folders if you're trying to send a large group of things, but you want to make sure that some things don't get sent. All that can be found on the GitHub page. Check it out, it's really cool. And support the developers because they deserve to be supported because they're cool. Now if you have any more questions, please leave a comment down below. And if you post an alligator down,
You're fired. And now, if you have any more questions, please leave to be supported because they're cool. On Twitch, where I do live streams of Tim, signing out.
Okay, I think the overall edit is there, so now I just got to get my zooms. My zoomies.
Hey everybody, it's Kevin. I'm going to show you.
Alright, so let's get the intro in there. Oh, also, I think this is the only tutorial on my entire YouTube channel that you will not see DaVinci Resolve in. Fun fact. Oh man, now it's freaking out. I moved it the wrong way. I looked at it funny. You know, it'd be really funny is if this became my most viewed YouTube video. Oh man, I dragged everything badly. Alright, task manager, give me the deets. Does anybody else's task manager freeze as well? Oh, well, there it goes. Okay, well, it doesn't have to give me the deets. It already just, it died. Okay. That's... Close that out. There wasn't anything personal in there. It's just me and the client. All right, blap-a-dip at YouTube's. Go to the YouTubes, go to the YouTubes. There we go. There we go. Close that out. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so edit's there, so I just need to shift this over. Man, I haven't pulled out my YouTube presets in a while. Actually, I can just probably grab it from my latest video, which is what I should always do. I should just copy paste. Because then I can time everything exactly the same. It's a lot easier. I know that's loud.
Free and stop. So first we're gonna. So.
Oh, so I guess it's not a secret anymore because it was technically posted publicly at this point. Do you know Casey Farrison, Dan from his team are, I think Sam as well, are with Corridor Digital? They're spending some time with the Corridor Digital crew. I was massively jealous. Oops.
Hey everybody, it's Kevin. I'm going to show you how to send files and folders to anywhere in the world with no limits for free and stop. So first we're going to open DaVinci Resolve. Nah, just kidding.
This is so dumb.
free and stuff. So first we're gonna open DaVinci Resolve. Nah, just kidding. This tutorial is actually an easy. Just kidding. This tutorial is actually. Just kidding. This tutorial is. This tutorial is.
Why does it do that?
Just kidding. But this tutorial is.
Oh, that's why.
Kidding. This tutorial is actually an. Nah, just kidding. This tutorial is actually. Kidding. This tutorial is actually an easy way to be able to send large directly, and we can do this with.
All right, so turn that off. Boom, boom, boom.
It is very different on how because it is very different on how you install. I don't know how you install it both ways.
That's weird. Okay, gotta have that bed. All right, Shrook, thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully you have a great night. And hopefully your creativity comes back soon.
It is very different on how you install it both ways. So
How'd that get so far off? What?
because it is very different on how you install it both.
Another 3 frames? That's the whole 9 frames.
How you install it both ways. So
Maybe
you install it both ways with Windows and Mac because it is very different on how you install it both ways. And install it for both Windows and Mac. For both Windows and
Yeah, why are these off?
Windows and Mac because it is very different on how you install it both ways. So you've never opened up a command prompt in your life. Really easy to use, even if you've never opened up a command prompt in your life. Now I'm gonna to use, even if you've never opened up a command prompt. PC, Mac, Linux.
I don't understand. How did that get messed up?
Hey everybody, it's Cameron. I'm going to show you how to send files and folders to anywhere in the world with no limits for free and stuff.
Let me sell this out so I can hear it.
Hey everybody, it's Cameron. I'm going to show you how to send files and folders to anywhere in the world with no limits for free and stuff. So first we're going to open DaVinci Resolve. Nah, just kidding. This tutorial is actually an easy way to be able to send off. So first we're going to open So first we're going to open DaVinci Resolve. Nah, just kidding. This tutorial.
Man, why does it seem like every clip is like off slightly? I don't understand.
So first we're going to open DaVinci Resolve. Nah, just kidding. This tutorial is actually an easy way to be able to send options today. That can be for another video potentially. So to install Croc on Windows, it's...
And that one does it too. Okay, I need to nuke basically all of the masks and then just reapply them. Because for some reason, they all have animated masks, which they shouldn't. Okay, so that one's correct. Copy and paste. Okay, so that should work.
Load the crop place to another directly. And we can do this. It's very different on how you install it both, because it is very different on how you install. Have one. We'll mention one. We'll mention that. We'll mention.
Why?
Have one. We'll mention that. Have one. We'll mention that. Have one. We'll mention.
That makes no sense.
And I will mention that there.
What?
And I will mention that there are. And I will mention.
Okay, so it just works all of a sudden? What?
Have one. We'll mention that.
Oh, now it doesn't. Wait, why?
One. We'll mention.
I can't tell if it's a buffer issue or what else is
Have
wrong.
one. We'll mention. One.
I don't know if it's a buffer issue or not.
Have one. We'll mention. Have one. We'll mention.
Oh, wait, what?
And I will mention.
Oh, that was weird. There was another clip underneath it that glitched there. Well, that's why I did it.
Have one. And I will mention. We'll do it later because you don't have one.
Okay, now that.
That timestamp. Or if you're on a PC, you can watch it.
And now this one. What is happening? Where's my sync going?
Or if you're on a PC. If you're on a PC, you can watch this part and then skip the Mac part later because you don't have one. And I will mention that there are mobile versions on Mac because it is different on how you install it both ways. And I will mention that there are for
Okay,
iOS.
well, it's working now.
$5. Now there are free alternatives for iPhone.
That was weird.
One. And I will mention that there are now there are free alternatives for iPhone like Zender, Local Send, Magic Wormhole, but
I'm probably going to throw the logos for those up. Someone with alpha? Well, this will work. It's not transparent, but it's easy to key, so I'm not worried about it. This one has something. Oh, no. Wait a minute. This one's transparent. I can't tell. I can't tell if it's showing up as transparent or not. Let me look. Yeah, this one is. Okay, Zender's not, but I didn't see one. So I mean, it's not that big, but that's all I need, really. Be nice if I could get it as an SVG. I mean, I could probably still make one. Okay, and then what was the last one I said? Wormhole, magic wormhole. Yep. Let's see, can I extract that? This is just a single image. Is that the problem? Yeah, it's a whole PDF. We can try and extract it though. I just want to extract this. Can I do that? I mean, it looks like I can grab this by itself. Aha! I can. That's how you just, I guess that would make sense. There we go. And that's a much higher resolution than I would have seen on Google. Alright, well that was easy. So I can delete this PDF. I don't need that anymore. Does have a white background, but again, I can potentially remove that. The words are going to be weird, but it's fine.
Maybe a phone like Zender, like.
Let's see, can I do a logo pop-up and just have like a placement? Let me see if I can do that. I just want a simple one. These are all like lower thirds. I could use something like this. So I could throw 3 of these on here, make it like 0.8, and this one's like 0.25 or something, or actually 0.75. And then I just make the color something else. What? Burning the midnight oil. Yes, I am burning some oil. There is oil being burnt somehow. Yeah, it works. Something dark. And then, what's the first one I mentioned?
For iPhone, like Xender, like Xender, local send, we're not.
Yeah, let me just turn off all effects. This will make them
Like
okay.
Xender, iPhone, like Xender, local send, magic.
And something like that. So how much farther ahead? No, it's 21. So move it 1 more frame, right? Yes. Just finished streaming a spooky game off the bed. Just wanted to stop by and say hi. Well, thank you so much, Tyler. Hopefully you have a fantastic night. And hopefully spooky games stay spooky.
We're not gonna get into the mobile versions today.
Okay, is that long enough for the pop-up? Okay, this one 0.5, this one 0.25. Maybe I need to spread it out a little bit more. So 7.75? No, 7.25. No. 6.75. No. I'm going the opposite direction. Okay. This needs to be 7.75. Yeah, that's right. 225, 7.7. Yeah, that's right. I can math. All right, thanks. Appreciate it. Hopefully, I'll have this done tonight. That's the goal, and then it should be up maybe tomorrow. If I can get the thumbnail done. If not, then maybe not tomorrow. We'll see.
More versions today.
Yeah, it's not enough time. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So for this one, Zender's the first one. Oh, that's right. I gotta fix that. I have to fix all of them. Amazing. Okay, well, let's go into Fusion again. This is what I do for perfection. Perfecto. All right, so let's throw each of these in here. Pull this up. Okay, the good news is this is pretty easy to make vector snapshot with. Did it make it automatically? Nope, it didn't. Not yet. So we do it again. And it should have the SVG this time. Yes, it does. Perfect. So then we import SVG. It's just transparent. See, here's the weird part. It like crops this side off. I don't know why, or it doesn't crop it off, which is weird. It should have a crop on it, but I can always just export it to double the. If I do that. Wait, are they bound to each other? Really? Let me ungroup this and see if that's still the case. Oh. So if I ungroup this background and this back, so that background stays the way it is, but this one I increase back. No, it still wants to do that. Why? Oh, maybe I didn't have it. Why is that one bound to it? Hold on. Let me just delete those. Throw this in here. Actually, you know what? Here's what I'll do. To avoid making it more complicated than it should be. Let's just multiply this by 3. And it'll do 800 times 3 as well. And that'll give us a highly rasterized image. Yeah, I guess it's not quite perfect. Kinda want to smooth this out a little bit. I mean, there's imperfections everywhere on it, so. It's totally fine. And it's going to be up for a split second. Nobody's going to question it. If you do question it, I question you. Okay, then I'm going to save it here. Okay, go ahead and delete that. Okay, now we should have a much higher res version. Oh, actually, I need to open this up and crop it. Let's just make the crop 1:1. There we go. Now it should be, yep, 1200 by 1200. That's better. Okay, now for the other two problem childs. This resolution I'm not as concerned with, it's just more the masking. So we'll do the luminance keyer. Okay. And then all I have to do is just draw a goody old mask in here. And then invert it, and then now we have it. And oh, did I cut it off? Yes, I did. There's like a little bit of imperfections here that I can probably fix real quick. That'll work. Okay, and then we save this image. It's magic wormhole with alpha. Why are you opening the wrong folder? Sometimes it like takes a second for it to save. I could never figure out why it sometimes didn't work. Oh, because I didn't specifically save it as a PNG, that's why. I keep forgetting that that's a thing. Sometimes. Maybe it's not. What was the solution I had before? Hello? Save image. What if I did an EXR? Would that work? No. What did I do to fix this issue? I remember having this issue where it wouldn't save the images. Try from this window. Oh no, it's here. Okay. Alright. I guess it works. Yeah, there's the alpha. Okay, so just bring that in. Alright, now I'll do basically the same thing with Zender, except we gotta remove the mask. And does this need actually any treatment here? Maybe it doesn't. Yeah, it's about as good as it's gonna get, I think. Pretty clean. Cool. And I don't want to waste some of that background, so I'm just gonna throw this in here. We'll make this 900 by 900. Can I make it even smaller? 800? Even smaller? 700? 70? We'll make it super small. Oh, and then this way I could probably recenter it, huh? Yeah, that's about as close as it'll get. Cool. Now I can remove the alpha on this. Don't need that. Okay, right, save image. Okay, did it do it? Or do I need to do like the weird thing where I go in here, press this, and then the save image? Yeah. Okay, that's weird. So apparently if I just like switch the input, it'll just do it. So it's just waiting on that. Okay, that must be a bug. Oh well. All right, anyways, remove that. So now I can throw this in here. Yeah, much better. Better. I might be able to scale that up even more, actually. Yeah. And then magic wormhole with alpha. That looks kind of sick, honestly. Not gonna lie. It's a thing.
Local magic.
And then I wonder if I should put up a list here. Wait, what am I in? Oh, I'm under effects. Whoops. I was like, these aren't what I'm looking for. Okay, let's try this again. Guides? No. None of those. I don't know if any of these have like a list on them. Doesn't look like it, so probably not this. Chapter bars? What are these? Oh. Not what I want. It's cool though. Tools, nothing. Just typography stuff. So is there any list in here? No. Well, shoot. Where can I get a list? I mean, there is a standard ResolveCon list one that I could use. Or I could just pull up a title. Let me just grab a basic title I can just throw up 3 times. And I can actually just make this compound clip take up less space.
Local send magic work mobile.
Try this one. Any basic ones? That's kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, let's try 3 of these. See how that works.
Like Zender, local send magic or.
Oh, I guess I kind of like it a little less now that it does that. I don't want to have to fiddle with all that. This one should have stuff. Or maybe it doesn't. Oh no, this won't work. That's perfect. I'll take this one. Because I don't need the subtitle. I just need a title.
Xender local send magic, but we're not gonna the mobile version.
Okay, so we'll do that.
Like Xender local send wormhole, but we're not gonna get it.
I might actually scooch these over just a touch to give me more space. Actually, as weird as it is, I'm actually gonna decompose. See, is local send capitalized? Can't remember. Yeah, local send is the second letter is capitalized. Okay. Okay, so that's local send, and then this one's magic wormhole. Is this? Yeah, it's actually for my YouTube channel. Believe it or not, I have a YouTube channel that posts stuff too, and this is finally going to be one of them. So yes, this will be for my personal channel.
Hey! Where?
I saw the. Oh, Bear Bones, how's it going? How's everything else in life? Welcome in. Take that off. Okay, so this one just needs to go 0.5. Actually, no, it needs to go like a bit lower. It's like 25 lower, yeah. And then this needs to scale back till it's like in line with it somewhat. And then this one is 0.225-ish. Except actually it's 0.2, isn't it? Yes. Can I make a space for this? That make it work still? Yeah, maybe it will. That's good enough. Let's see if that works.
Local send magic worm.
Oh, that totally works. Yeah, that's
We're
fine.
not gonna get into the mobile version.
Wait, why did this? Oh, because I I was like, why is it so much tighter now? It's because when I took out the. Yeah. I know why. Yeah, that probably doesn't need to go over as far now. Actually, it does. But that way it's not crowding me as much.
Local send magic wormhole, but I'm gonna get to versions to that can be for another video.
Yeah, that works.
So to install Croc on
Okay, so I'm just gonna make all of those a compound clip, so I don't have all of these extra layers I don't need. Cool. All right, now that I got the completely unnecessary parts out of the way,
go to the GitHub page, and then we scroll down until we see this install tab, and then we just so here, basically for Windows, so we can copy this code, and then we can open it. The same way as well. Enter, and it'll install it. CD, and we can paste command prompt by pressing Windows. The command prompt, and we can open up command prompt by pressing the Windows key and typing in CMD. Type that in, and we just paste.
okay, and then turn on my Fusion overlay. Actually, I'll probably just get the whole window in there. Why not? Well, I can't wait to have the customized tool done for this. I really want people to be able to use this. So I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but I'm remaking this tool, but significantly more dense and with a lot more features. And it's going to be released for free once I can finally finish it.
Hey! Where?
Is it? Hey, Ernesto, how's it going? How's everything? How is life? Welcome in. My Monday is, all things considered, is going pretty decent.
And it won't show the password when you enter it, so just make sure you're doing it correctly. It's case sensitive. It's the same way on Mac as well. We're going to have press enter, enter, and it'll install all of it.
Do that.
But for apps without an app store. So to install it on a Mac, we just need to go to brew.sh, and it'll have this copy icon right here. So now that you have it installed on whichever operating system you're using, we're going to go ahead and actually use the software. It's actually very simple. On Windows, you can just open your command prompt or PowerShell, and on Mac, you can just open your terminal. And all we have to do with that is if I open command prompt here, I just make sure I have the folder open of the files or folders that I want to send. And then all I have to type inside of the command prompt first is I just type in croc, because that means we're opening the application, and then I just type in send. The files or folders that I want to actually use the software.
Okay, this I actually do want to animate, because I do need the ins and outs. So zoom in. Oh, wait a minute. No, I need to copy this from a different thing. So I need to copy this from whichever one is the first one that goes in. Which is this one, I believe. So copy that, go in here, and then this one's the one that gets it. So delete that and apply.
Use the software. It's actually very simple.
On Windows, you can just open your command prompt, your PowerShell, and on Mac, you can just open your terminal. And all we have to do is pretty simple.
Let's see. Let's start it from here, actually. Can I...
On Windows,
Oh, that's not what I wanted. So basically just 3. So delay time is 3, and if I go over to masks... Oh wait, I also have to do it for the whip control, yes.
Tim!
So delay that by 3. Thank you for the Tim. And then this one needs a delay time of 3 as well.
software. It's actually very simple. On Windows, you can
Yeah, there we go. Cool.
Use the software. It's actually very simple. On Windows, command prompt or PowerShell, and on Mac, terminal. And all I have to do with that is I open command prompt here. I just make sure I have the folder open of files or folders that I want to send, and all I have to type inside the command prompt first is copy word and just type in send because we're telling.
Hey! Where?
Hey, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is that who I think it is? What's up, Subline Death 420? Oh my goodness, it's been years. How's it going? How's everything else life? Oh my. What a blast from the past. Holy. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. Good, you live in Vegas? You live in Vegas now? Oh, is that a new thing? Or how recent is that? I'm doing pretty good, all things considered. Just working on stuff for my YouTube channel at the moment.
Inside the command prompt first is I just type in croc because that means we're opening the application. Type inside the command prompt first is croc, that means we're opening the application, and I just type in send because we're telling it we're going to send.
I've been out here almost 5 years. Okay, so it's not super recent or anything. Okay. Well, how is it out there besides the fact that it's hard to breathe? I've been to Vegas twice. Okay, apparently YouTube has a family plan now. That's a thing. I'm going to the NGL event in May. Just asking who I might be coming. Oh, interesting. Oh, in the summer, I'll bet it's horrendous. I can't even imagine how bad it is there in the summer. I think the times that I went were... one of them would have been in the spring. Actually, I think they were both in the spring. Because one was for NAB back in 2017. The other time... Did I go there in 2013 or 2012? Shoot, I can't remember which one that was. Which trip that was. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, both of them were... Both of them, it was hot, but it wasn't like unbelievably unbearable like Texas was. Still cool, but in May it starts getting awful. Yeah, I think I went there. I think I went there right before May both times. I think it was April both times. I think. Not 100% sure, but Only 115 and 119. They call it a dry heat.
We're going to send a single file here and just drag and drop. File here. Some files. So I can either, again, a single file here and just drag and drop, and then I just press enter, and then hash it, and telling it we're going to send some
Did I
files.
say either?
So I can either drag in a single file here and just drag and drop, and then I just press enter, and then it'll hash it, which basically means it's converting into a set length of data. We're telling it to make sure it sends securely. And then once it's done with the hashing process, it will show our codes that we can use. Now, here's the discrepancy that I just want to
Okay, so I did say either with no lead into it, so I have to remove that. Going to Arizona May, is it bad? We'll see.
files. So I can either drag.
So I had to take out the word either. Fantastic. I suck at words.
So I can either. I cannot drag in. So I cannot drag. I cannot drag in. So I cannot drag in. So I cannot drag in a. So I can drag in a. So I can drag in.
There's not really a good way to mesh that.
So I can drag in a single file here. I can drag in a.
Oh, why is it? Oh. Wait, is this animated on two? Why is that animated? I thought I removed that. Is that has to be a bug.
So I drag in.
That's so weird. I don't know why it said that. 3. I mean, I wouldn't consider the 13-year-old a baby anymore, but but yeah, we have a 4-month-old right now. So we have a 13, 5, and 4 months.
So I can drag in a single file here and just drag and drop.
Yeah, thanks.
To send some files.
We're surviving.
So I can send because we're going to send some files. So I can drag in a single file here and just. So I can drag in a single file here and just drag and drop, and then I just press enter, and then it'll hash it, which basically means it's converting into a set length of data that it can make sure it sends securely. And then once it's done with the hashing,
I don't have any by choice. Well, that's, yeah, I mean, it's not for everyone. My baby's at 21, 20, and 16. Time flies, but only a young 44. Goodness gracious. Well, you did them quick. Allows me to travel. Yeah, that's true. I mean, we want to travel with our kids all over the. Actually, we do travel a decent amount, I would say. It's been a little bit less lately, but you know, we go to Cincinnati a lot because I have family there. We go to North Myrtle Beach quite a lot, or like once a year. I guess we're switching it to like once every other year or something. Then we do the Smoky Mountains occasionally. So we get to take them places because they all enjoy traveling too, and it helps that we homeschool. So so they can just do school in the car. Started young, right out of the military. Oh well, there you go. I mean, it's different for everybody. I just turned 40. Hope my uterus is not functioning. Well, I can't speak to that. So good luck.
single file here.
Oh
and
goodness.
just drag and drop, and then I just press enter. So I can drag in a single file here and just drag and drop.
All right, let's make this mask a little bit bigger because what all do I have to cover? Okay, so I do need to highlight this whole thing. So all that is important information. As long as you can homeschool allows for flexibility when traveling. Yeah, 100%. It's really nice because we can go to like bigger vacation spots like right outside of school season. So like when we go to the beach, we go in September, and there's like nobody at the beach, but it's still warm. So it's like the perfect time to go. So it's something my family and I always did, and kind of just continued the tradition.
Files. This is the code.
Says, you know, a bunch of people I've never met. Dude, I want to see them again so bad. Well, what's sad is the fact that I did get to meet them, but I didn't meet Thick. And of course now, you know, rest in peace. But, you know, it sucks. I never actually got to meet him. I interacted with them online, but that was it. And then I also didn't meet Simon. I've never met Simon. So I've met Neebs, Duralius, and Apsro. And of course Anthony, but, you know. Anthony's Anthony. Yeah, that was a weird time. I think I was supposed to meet all of them, but I just happened to go, and I don't know if you remember this. And goodness, that was a long time ago when I went there. Yeah, to all the national parks. Oh, you never met Brian or Anthony yet either? Oh, interesting. So you haven't met Brian yet either, but yeah, I spent a lot of time with Anthony because I actually stayed at I don't know if you remember Marion and Bobo. But I actually stayed at Marion was still like with her mom, I think it was. So I stayed with them when I flew down there. And so we just like her, Bobo, and I, and sometimes Anthony just kind of hung out the whole time. And then Kyle as well. I don't know if you remember Kyle. He wasn't like really a part of that whole crew, but he just happened to live there too. Yeah, it's been a long time. Oh my goodness. Well then. Oh, the lightning was off. I forgot I never fixed that. That's so funny. It's been a long time since I... Thank you for the 100 bits, Fridge Infusion. Very much appreciated. Well, I gotta fix that. Cheers indeed.
Extra little things needed for security purposes for Linux and Mac.
Well, and that's the first time in a while that the border color has changed.
You have this code. You send it to Mac.
Okay, so I can just expand it to there, and then I'll just move this up a bit. Assessius Cube. Oh, it's so good.
Just a little thing security purposes for Linux.
Dude, I want to go. Oh, so I totally forgot what I was gonna say. So yeah, when I went down there, they were supposed to stream that Thursday, and I was gonna be like a part of it and everything. We were just gonna hang out, and then that was when I don't know if you remember Sassy Asian. Way back in the day. That was the same week. Yeah. That's the week I was down there. Which was just like crazy that was the same week. Yeah, because I remember I heard about it after I flew in. So, because we were trying to get a hold of Anthony, I think, and he like wasn't picking up for a while. And then when we finally did, he told us what happened. I know, right? Dude, that's so crazy that was like nearly a decade ago. I think it was a decade ago. Almost a decade. I guess it was 2016, maybe? Yeah, that was 2016. So it was like 9 years ago. But yeah. That's such a sad day.
Once you have this code,
You can send it to whoever
needs to receive those files and/or folders.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Make sure they have
That's
copies of all in the
unreal.
system, because if they don't, they can't do anything with the code. It's completely useless to them. So the recipient should also make sure they have the folder open where they want all those files to go.
That's so sad. Oh
Whoever
man.
needs to receive those files, and then they have copies of all the system.
That's so hard. That's so hard. Oh man. I just realized, do I have to blur out some of the time on here too? Oh yeah, I gotta blur that out. Damn it. Okay. Oh wait. So wait, if I turn this back on, those are okay. So it is blurred out. She was so funny, dude. I heard stories that she was nuts. Here's passed away too, and nobody ever gave me a straight answer as to why. Oh, really? Huh. Dude, it's so weird when that happens. Okay. Pull this over. That's, I mean, if there's no details, like you kind of have to assume something. Just like you never want to assume the worst, but you know, what else can you do? Okay, so that works there. Oh, did I? Oh, do I have to blur that out on the other side too? Oh, please don't tell me I have to do that. Oh no, because I never opened File Explorer or Finder over there, so that's fine. I don't need to pull through. We all did. I think we all did, because he seemed like he was getting better, and then all of a sudden it just ended. Oh, this got it too. This has to be a bug. Oh, none of them. Oh, nope, that one does too. Huh. Weird. Why is that? It's like it auto checks it. There is no reason it should. It's so strange. Okay. Those are the only two instances of the Mac. Oh no, there's one more. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna wait on that because I might need to. Okay, so I need to. Another mask that's always gonna stay. Gonna be down here. I'm just gonna turn proxies off so I can see this, because come on, Cache. Thank you. All right, that'll work. And I think none of the other stuff I have to blur out, so that should be fine. All right, now let's see what else I need to hit.
And then select open in terminal.
Okay, so and then so it's from here. So cut there.
And that'll open terminal in the example that we're in. So now we can paste our code and then press enter or return. It's going to do the same thing. I'm going to hit yes. And we're going,
And I can go to here and cut. And then that should, I think that's all I need, right? Oh no, I need to do it at the end too. Of course. For like a year ago, too, they found something that could have helped. Heartbreaking. I don't need. Every time I go to the doctor, you'd swear under my head. I was like, "Here's 400." Yeah. I can't believe it. I still can't believe he's like. It doesn't feel real that he's not there. It legitimately doesn't. It's so mind blowing. It's like so hard to even fathom. Let's turn off proxies again just to be sure. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it kind of seeps through. No, it doesn't. That's fine. Okay, and then this one's the other one I need to fix. Gonna be soon. Rest of everyone get all the hugs. Absolutely, dude. I can't believe our paths never crossed after all of that. I thought for sure at some point we would have, but just never did. All right, so that's all for those. And then for this one, it's basically this one, I think. If I remember, I will. If that ever happens, if I get to go to NAB again, that's probably when it would happen. That's like the only reason I could ever see myself being in Vegas again is if I go to NAB. NAB is the National Association of Broadcasters. It's an event I went to when back in 2017. It's like the big film and television. It's like the biggest event in the world, or at least one of the biggest events in the world for everything film and TV. All right, that works. I never go to this trip. Always BS going down. Yep, for sure. Anyone stays out there. Yeah, that much I've experienced. Maybe I should just do a quick screenshot. Can I catch it when it doesn't do that? Or can I not? Maybe I can't. Oh, that's why. I get it. Okay, now I can. There we go. My dream job since childhood was a movie director. Oh, interesting. Really? I don't know if I knew that. Took TV direction in high school and almost went to Full Sail in Florida, but never ended up doing it. I work in a pharmacy now. Oh, interesting. Do you like working in a pharmacy, or do you wish you would have pursued it? Graphics. Terminal. I'm just gonna keep that. That's all I need. Call it FE. I don't care. All right, close that out, and then I can just import those. This also actually help that part of it make more sense. Supporting graphics. What you do as an editor. I mean, it's been cool to work in movies, but I assume it's more of a job. You have to know people. I like my job. I've been a couple years, 6 years. I like technician. Oh, nice. I started the cashier and worked my way up. Well, awesome. Okay, yeah. I mean, it really is a lot of who. Yeah, it's a huge who you know. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely gotten referrals from jobs. I mean, the fact that I went up to Michigan to work at Rocket Companies for over 6 years was because of a friend of mine. It's the longest I was with a company. Actually, I'll just do this in a Fusion comp. That would make more sense. I did this wrong. It's not the it's not the local C drive. I don't know anyone. I wish I could have lived in California for the access. Yeah. Although California like has huge pros and then huge cons. One of my oldest brothers lives in California, and it's so expensive, like unreal. What was I opening? Paint. Yes, I want to replace. There we go. That makes more sense. Okay. Fusion comp. Okay, so that's good enough. That's a decent length. I wish I could have them because my fiance's family lives there. Ah, okay. Well, at least you have a place to visit, right? That helps. Throw that in there. Boop doo. Throw the background in. Turn alpha on. Boink. Boink. What? Oh, is it because it's... No, that's not why. Oh, I need to re-import it. That's why. Because it's confused. Thinks it's still the original resolution because it got replaced. Yeah, there we go. All right, now let's go ahead and stick transforms on these. I'm not going to do anything super fancy with this. I'm just going to have them fade on. Although this one I do need to mask off a bit. Actually, I could probably just do this. And then add another mask that blurs it. So I don't really need to see any of this. It's just up there. So let's just go ahead and throw in a lens blur for fun. I don't need to add much. Actually, probably more than 2. Yeah, 3 works. And then mask that off. Something like that. Put some soft edge on it. Oh, that's weird how those characteristics work. Oh. Ew. That's not how I thought it was going to operate at all. Okay. Regular blur it is. Oh, it still kind of does it though. Oh, weird. I guess it's because it's blending. Huh. Because it's not necessarily affecting how much blur it has. It's just like, is the blur full or is it not? And it kind of blends them together. Oh, weird. Okay. Wish I could meet Spielberg. He's my favorite director. Yeah, mine is I'm a Christopher Nolan guy. I would love to. I mean, any of them would be fantastic to meet. Don't get me wrong. But I would love to pick Nolan's brain. Oh man, I didn't think about this. The fact that it doesn't blend it like that. So let me instance this. Whoops. Instance this. Throw that in there. And invert this. Oh, well, I have to de-instance that first. Then invert this. Oh, right, because it's still masking the whole thing, right? That was amazing too, and Jackson, yep, for sure. And then of course there's Quentin Tarantino. Okay, I did not think this through anywhere near as much as I should have. See, my impression is that it was going to affect the amount of blur, not where the blur is applied. That part matters. Oh, this became a lot more difficult. I mean, I guess this is fine. It's not the end of the world if it looks like that. So I guess if I do something like this, then it still kind of works. Yeah, I'll just go with that. That's fine. But Tarantino, dude, he's an absolute riot. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I would want to meet him just because of how eclectic or whatever the word is that he is. He is a different breed. This transform's actually supposed to be underneath the lens blur, not over top. There's something loose in there. That is for sure. Something ain't screwed on where it should be. I just love the fact that he's in all of his own movies. he just shows up. It's so funny to me. All right, so this one needs a mask. This one doesn't need any softening. It just needs to go up. Roughly about there, maybe. I mean, it's going to have a harsh... It's just going to look weird because of that, but... Ready to see ever that made me feel like... Dude, he's so funny. Oh my word. He's such a joy to be around. Wait, if I do this... Put it in here. Okay, not there. I need to make a blank merge. Yeah, okay. Because then the blur still stays, but at least it gets harsh cut off. Okay, that's fine. And then I can more accurately do this because it's actually like not based on blur. We can't put any arbitrary pin stats in here, just begin. I could see that too. I could 100% see that. His giggle was something else. It was pretty funny. Well, I can't even do one of his voices right now. It's just like, oh goodness. All right, so that should be the right size. Now I can do the transforms and they'll be completely uniform. Okay. I mean, I guess they won't be fully uniform, but let's see. So if I shoot, I didn't think this through either. Um I'll just flip these. That way I don't need to care. I just need to make sure the pivot's correct. Oh boy, because I already moved the pivot. Okay. I'll make the sizes the same. This is way too much work for this little thing that I'm doing. Do not do this. Okay, let's reconfigure this rectangle. Scooch it on up. Scooch on up again. Cool, that works. It's fine. Okay, now I can just bind the size together. All right, that way when I adjust one, it adjusts the other. So now I just have to do pivot points. I don't feel like doing the math. Okay, points. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm really confused. Oh, because I need to look at the mask. That's what I need to look at. Okay, so set for okay. That's why I'm being dumb. All right. Okay, so 74.7 minus 0.5. 0.2, and then divided by 2 plus 0.5, and that's the number I need. Great. Perfect. Again, I didn't want to do the math. There. That ensures that this is exactly center for that. Now I just got to do the same thing with this, which is easier said than done. Let me just disconnect this so I can see it. It's way up there, so this has got to come over. But the problem is that this isn't actually cutting it off its normal spot, right? Yeah, it's not. I could just take my best guess at this point. Although the X value actually does matter, I think. So I can just copy that, and that should be centered on X. So that's fine. So if I go to transform one size and shrink it, yeah, that's good enough. That's fine. I'm calling it a day. Okay. So now that I've called it a day, let's finish this. That's not how that works. Okay, we're going to put them both on the right side. Okay, we'll start them at like 0.5 size maybe? No, let's start them at 0.6. I'll just have them scale up to 0.7. Okay. So do this. Oh wait, no, I'm not setting keyframes. I'm using anim curves. Because it's a lot easier that way. I will use keyframes here because I don't want to write out the expression. Because I'm only using this once. So scale is going to be added like 0.1. It's going to start at 0.6. Yeah. Cool. That works. We're going to mirror it. And like an absolute maniac, I'm going to bind the motion blur to that one. And then we set an anim curves on the motion blur. Because why not? Cool. And then they both follow suit. Great. Okay. Now I can just move this one to be right below it. This rectangle I can actually probably squeeze in a little bit more now. Okay, now that those are set, we can do a road dilate. I'm going to copy an instance. Then my fiance calls, he's on his way home. Oh, okay, no worries. You're all good. Oh wait, I'm dumb. I only need to put this on the very end. Oh, don't delete that. Right as contrast. Merge it over and under. And through it around. And behind. Circle. There we go. It's easy. Animation there. He doesn't want me to hang out with this, bro. Why, is he a bad influence or something? That's really funny. Modify with anim curves. Scale is 1, yes. Custom. And then we're only going to do like 6 frames. So I'll set this to 1. Set that to 0. And then mirror. Cool, that works. Now I can probably throw some arrows in there. There's no time, but when I came to trip, he was changing his tent and he has flash. Oh no. That's such an Absro moment too. I never told him. That's so funny. That is like the most Absro moment to ever happen. That's incredible. I blushed a million shades of red. I don't doubt it. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, I need to go one transform and then go into another. Actually, I'll just merge it back on top of itself because then I can use another opacity node. But instead of that, the anim curves can be applied here. Because it's almost like a cartoon that has shadows. Oh, classic. Oh, that's so good. the apps row. Oh, what a guy. It's 240. Make the size probably like 0.75. A little something like that. And this one can be flipped. Angle down to what's the equivalent? It's like 60, I think. Yeah, it's 60. 0.75. Oh wait, actually no, I want to do kind of a similar thing here. So 120 actually. Yeah, that'll work. Right to have a, oh yeah. Yeah, you definitely wouldn't tell him at that point, but now I think it would laugh. I think it would laugh hysterically. Keep doing that. I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm going to flip this around, and then for this, I'll just set it to the background. And then I can actually add a lens blur here. Make it 3 or something. I will modify this with anim curves, actually. 24. 1. Set a keyframe there. Set a keyframe here. Mirror. Good. Hey, Audio Gear, how's it going? How's everything? How's life? And did I loot? Wait a minute. How long has that been frozen? Oh my goodness. I just built this entire fusion comp. And it was frozen the entire time. Yeah, for a hot minute. You didn't say anything. I built this whole fusion comp that took me forever to do. I was talking through it. So what you're seeing is nowhere close to what I'm doing. Oh my word. You gotta be kidding me. I really wish I had an indicator that said, hey, OBS crashed, but no, it just wants to freeze and not say anything. Yeah, I know. It's like, it wouldn't make sense anyways, but all right. It's going to load in a second. There it is. Okay, so this is actually what my comp looks like. Come on. Is it working? Oh my goodness, it actually just crashed on opening. It loaded a frame and I was like, nope, I don't want to do this anymore. Oh man, and it gave me the beep too. That's not good. That means my computer's struggle buzzing right now. That's not a good sign. Try it again. Oh, wait, here we go. Okay, now it's loading. See if I start to skim through this. Okay. All right, so it's working now.
Because if you open command prompt normally, it defaults to your home or username address, which you can also change from the shortcut properties, but that's not important for the video. Now, Windows 11, you just clicking on the file path up at the top right here.
Okay, so we're good. Somebody want to buy me a new computer? I'm joking.
You do by clicking the top here of Explorer, and ensuring it's fully highlighted. You just type in CMD and then press Enter.
All right, so we got that. You need a 5090? Yes. Do I have the money for it? No, I have no money. I have zero monies.
You do this by clicking the file path up the top right here of File Explorer, and ensuring it's highlighted. You type in CMD.
Okay, this one I can probably just only do the X offset. And this one actually I probably want to make like really big.
Do this by clicking the file path. This by clicking the file path up at the top right here of File Explorer, ensuring it's fully highlighted. You can just type in CMD and press Enter, and this will open command prompt.
Let me know if there's changes. I'll hand deliver. Dude, please do. That'd be nuts. Also, Gary, isn't it so exciting that I'm actually going to have another video on my channel for once? I'm putting a lot more work into this one than I thought I originally would. But it's worth it. For what it's for.
Rock, followed by code.
I'm pretty excited.
Once the command prompt is open, followed by code, however you send it to them, and Croc will look for that code. If there's any files being sent. This is your first time using Croc.
Okay, and then I can just grab this area up here. It's so exciting. The most exciting is this.
Croc code, you can edit it, enter. Croc will look for that code and see if there's any files being sent.
Yeah, let's bring our X offset down. Oh man, I really want to get this tool done so that I can release it. Like, I could just theoretically release it as zoom highlight, but I'm not gonna do that. There's so much functionality I want this tool to have for people.
Code, you can enter. Croc will look for that code and see if there are any files being sent. This is for advertising Croc, you might have to here. Once Croc finds the file,
Oh, there it is. Wow, that was hidden. That'll work. I wish I could make videos on the work I'm doing. Yeah, I would love to see it. Okay, so make that size, and I'm just gonna reset these. This is like almost centered in the screen. Guess that would make sense, huh?
Sent. If this is your first time using Croc, you might have to access here. Once Croc finds or files, it'll ask you if you want to accept this file. Just type in Y for yes, and then press enter, and then Croc will send that file into that folder that you have open. Once it transfers successfully, and then you'll see the file inside your folder right here. And now let's just show it on the Mac, for instance. Let's just send 2 files here, just for a fun example. Actually, let's do 3 because I'm feeling sporty today. So I'm going to go ahead and do this again. Croc send. And then I'm just going to drag all 3 files into here, and it's going to put all 3 files inside of our command prompt. So I press enter, it's going to send 3 files. So now I just have to go over to the Mac side. And then on a Mac, in order to open the folder that you have open, we're just going to go down to the path that
Okay, so then we add it over here again. Actually, I need to move all of these up. It was the first. We barely moved. I don't believe. Wow, I almost said I don't believe you. That's not what I meant to say. I was gonna say I don't blame you, and then I thought in my head like that's not the right thing to say. And then it just turned into, for some reason, I don't believe you. I don't know why. I'm gonna jump out my fan and say so. I'm glad you're doing well. Take care. Sublime, thank you so much for showing up. It was a pleasure to see you again after all these years. Hashtag world peace. Hashtag what a week. Oh, all these goodies. Don't freeze on me. Oh, it was just loading the proxies.
That we see here, and open the folder. We're just going to go down that we see here, and then right click on the folder, and select open terminal. And that'll open terminal in the exact folder that we're in. So now we can paste our code and then press enter or return. It's going to do the same thing. I'm going to hit yes. And we're going to receive all 3 files. And now the files have ended up on the Mac. And then a couple more things to point out is sometimes you might experience an interruption, and sometimes it might even recognize that. So if you try to send the same file again, it'll ask if you want to resume that same file, and then you don't have to start over from the beginning if the file got interrupted. Which also brings me to the next point I want to bring up, which is that it's very highly recommended that you do these types of file transfers over Ethernet and not Wi-Fi if possible, because Wi-Fi is a lot more unstable and any interruption could cut off the connection. And the next point I want to bring up is if you drag and drop a folder in and then for some reason it doesn't want to send it and it gives you some sort of an error saying that it can't find the file path or something similar to that, then a good rule of thumb is to make your folder name short, or you can try and zip the file too. And a way you can zip the file, and I'm just going to go ahead and do an example here. Let's just say I was sending this whole folder here. I can do croc send, and just like before, we can just drag.
What is this tool I'm building? The tool is so like this zoom highlight effect here that I'm using. I have these custom parameters that I've set for it. that you're seeing here, but I've built it out significantly more so that it's much more versatile. You can switch it from a rectangle to an ellipse. You can set multiple points. You can adjust like more parameters like color, the corner radius and stuff. So it effectively does the same thing. You can adjust like how long it takes for the intro animation, how long the each point animation is, where they are and stuff. It's just like the multiple points thing is what's taking me so long to figure out, because it's like not intuitively built in to resolve the way I want it to be. So I have to figure out workarounds to get it to work.
Let's just have I was sending this whole folder here. I didn't do. I was sending this whole folder here. I can do croc send and then just like before we can just grab this folder and dash everything inside. Wants to send 10 files in the folder. And it'll hash everything and then files in folder, that stuff, or what you do instead is you can write this in or instead we can allow once in 10 file folder, do the stuff, or what you can do instead, or what you can do instead.
Okay, I actually don't want it there.
Is you can actually click. You can actually You can actually right click and it compress to the zip file.
Okay, and just remove this. This is why this tool is so nice to have, because I can just like customize the window that it zooms in on. And it just makes it really easy to like show a close-up. I can adjust where it's going to be shown.
Is you can actually right click and hit compress to zip file.
Whoa! Oh my goodness!
Hey! Where?
Oh my goodness gracious! We got a Fally hype. We got a Fally raid. What? Oh my goodness! Get raided, nerd. Oh my goodness! What did Fally tell you to say? What?
Bald by camera.
Okay,
Tim.
well, thank you so much, Fuzzy Demon Bunny, for the follow. Very much appreciated. How's it going, Fally? How's everything? How is life? How's your stream?
Hey!
Oh my goodness! This is ridiculous. What just happened? Everything exploded at once. Okay, let me see if I can get all the names up. Okay, so we got Fallon Air, Fuzzy Demon Bunny, we got Chris Ball, how's it going, everything, how is life? We got the Yagish, how's it going, everything, how is life? We got Cody with Strangers, how's it going, everything, how is life? Thank you so much for the follow, Exordia. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much, Grande Kabong, for the follow, very much appreciated. How's it going, everything? We're editing a video. Oh my goodness. See, that's what I practice these intros for right here.
Hey everybody, it's Cameron Tim, and I'm going to show you how to send files and folders anywhere in the world with no limits for free and stuff.
So yeah, that's just my standard intro right there. Hey, the White Chapel, how's it going? Everything how's life? By the way, welcome all of you who are first-time chatters, which I think is pretty much all of you except Fally. Oh, except Fuzzy, you've been here before, I think. You've at least said something, I'm pretty sure. We got status effects re-implemented in the game. Which was heckin' great and only took 6 hours. Awesome, so good. You know, I'm so glad to see the progress that's being made. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to actually, like, you know what's funny is, like, I haven't gamed on stream in probably more than, actually no, not probably, definitely more than a year. I think Valorant Fantasy is probably going to be like, if I ever play a game again, it's going to be that. That's probably what's going to happen. But anyways, for those of you that are new here, I am Camera Tim. I've been a cinematographer and video editor for over a decade now. I do DaVinci Resolve editing on stream. Typically when I do streams involving DaVinci Resolve, it's always like a very much an AMA style, where if you have any questions regarding editing anything in DaVinci Resolve, or even just anything cameras, lighting in general, please feel free to ask at any point. You're not interrupting me unless I tell you you are. Just kidding. I have a Steam key with your name on it. Awesome. Well, I appreciate that. I'm so excited. It's gonna be the base. So remember a while ago when I told you I had a video recorded and it was that file transfer thing? This is that video still. DSLR cameras are off limits, yes, unless you do sports photography. That's the only exception. But yeah, this is that video. Yeah, so it took me this long to actually go back to it and finally record all the audio that I was missing. Because it was so annoying to do. You know what's funny? You might actually get a kick out of this. So there's this long section. I think, was it this one? No, not this one. It was... Which section was it? No, I did have to redo this too, but... Okay, yeah, it was this entire section here. This whole thing I had to re-record. But it was, this actual recording was so much longer and I had no idea what I said, because I was like, there's such a long pause and it looks like I'm saying a lot of things. I have no idea what important thing I said. So the way that I figured it out was I had the video recording, I just had no audio. So I found a service online that can dictate lip reading. It's like a lip reading AI thing. So I looked it up, I did that, and apparently in a free version you can only upload like 30-second segments. Well, I was like, well, I have FFmpeg, so haha. So I just uploaded the whole segment in 30-second chunks so I could get a rough transcript of what I said. And so I got the rough transcript, and basically it helped me figure out what the important thing was that I said so I could re-implement it and actually say it more concisely. But yeah, that was a thing that I did. I've put way too much effort into this one stupid video. I'm excited about the video, don't get me wrong. But yeah, that was a thing that existed and that happened. Do you like DaVinci Resolve? I need to get into video editing for game dev, and that's like free. Yes, I mean so let me put it this way. I'm not exaggerating when I say this, and this is me. Like I've edited since I started editing in like 2007. Started in iMovie way back in the day, so I've like done iMovie, Final Cut, Premiere. I even did Avid for a bit. That was a train wreck. I can confidently say, after all the years of experience, I would choose the free version of DaVinci Resolve over having the entire Adobe Creative Cloud for free. That is not an exaggeration. That is just my personal preference. That's how much I like Resolve. So yeah, hopefully that gives you some perspective. And it has to do with the fact that like just the amount of tool set you have just in this one software, and the fact that you really aren't significantly limited with the studio version. Like, yes, there's a ton of studio features that I use and I love it, but it's a one-time payment of $300. Like, I can do like a half-day job is worth $300 for me. So, well, more than that, but you get the point. I can pay for it with that. So But even with the free version, like if you're just starting out and you're not making $300 or something, you know, the free version, I've done professional work in the free version a number of times. It's a completely viable software for that, 100%.
Zip file, and that'll make a zip of everything, and you can drag and drop this all. Just test that. We're gonna do a cross send.
Okay, I gotta grab that once again. So let's pull that over here. Also, I got a really fun tool that I'm trying to work on. So I have this zoom highlight tool here, and basically what this does is I can draw a mask on the screen using the fusion overlay, and I have these custom controls that allow me to adjust the size, how big or where the mask is, what kind of offset I want to apply to it, etc. And the animation is all automated. You don't have to use any keyframes or anything. I'm building a new version of this that I'm eventually going to release, hopefully soon, if I can figure out the small quirks that are making it weird. But basically, it'll give you more control. You can actually dynamically change this from a square to a rectangle, or wow, a rectangle to an ellipse. You can change the corner radius, you can change the border color, you can change the animation time, and the biggest feature I'm trying to add is I'm going to add multiple points. Let's say you want to zoom in on something and then pan over to a different point, pan over to a different, pan over to a different point. That can all happen dynamically without keyframes. So, what other tool software do you recommend? Start video editing, dev vlogs, etc. I mean, as far as editing goes by itself, like DaVinci Resolve is legitimately all you need. Other software that I like to use. Hey Bucky, thank you so much for the follow, very much appreciated. Other software that I like to use a lot, FFmpeg, 100%. FFmpeg is great for just conversions in general. It literally handles everything. I mean, Handbrake uses FFmpeg as a backend, so that's a really nice thing to have as well. Let's see, what other softwares do I use on the daily? I mean, I use NDI tools all the time. OBS obviously is, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. But I love using NDI tools. Oh, if you're on the free version, and you want to do AI transcription, and have like SRT files, from AI generated captions, Story Toolkit AI. There's this tool it's actually supposed to integrate with the studio version of Resolve, and it does, but you can technically add a wave file to it externally because it's an external software. You can add a wave audio file to it, and you can generate AI captions from that and then import those captions into Resolve. So that's a way to get it is a bit of a workaround, but at least you have the option for free, which is nice. Outside of that, I use Visual Studio Code. But yeah, I mean, there's a number of plugins that you can get. I mean, I highly recommend Magic Zoom and Magic Animate by Mr. Alex Tech. Those tools are just glorious. There's a ton of other creators that have made really good stuff too. So if you need recommendations, I have a ton of names, depending on what you're looking to do.
Zip up everything as well. Just test. We're going to do cross and just test.
Yep, no problem.
Just test. We're going to do cross and then click that zip. And then it just say the words, and then this is just, and it'll
okay, and then just cut that off.
just say words, and just a zip button, and everything is inside of it. Also, maybe a good way to send files in general. Zip file being small and everything. And then really quick one, I'm not going to do that. You can just highlight all the or folders that your existing right and oh,
Okay, I will go ahead and make that one real quick, and this should be the last effect, and I'm just going to refine the color. And I believe, outside of applying the lower thirds, I think the video is done. I think I'm going to have my first YouTube video in like 6 months.
More folders that you're zipping, right click, and then click, and then hit
That's up for so little time. Oh my word.
hit compress.
I mean, it'll show, but man, that's fast.
Yeah, right click, and then hit compress.
Yeah, I think that'll work. That'll be fine.
Where?
Hey, Wahid Roy. How's it going? How's everything out in his life? Hello. Wahid Roy? Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Wahid? Wait, did I say Rahid or Wahid? I don't know what I said. I don't know what I say half the time. How's it going? How's everything out in his life? Welcome in. Hope you are doing well. Alright, let's move this. Something like that. And just offset the X over a little bit, just so it's easier to see. And in this instance, I might actually make the borders black because it'll be easier to see. I forgot you. I try my best. If you refresh me, I'm sure I'll remember. I try my best to remember everybody, but it's not possible.
Click, and then hit compress. Hopefully this is helpful for you if you learn.
Okay, so this one is the one I can do an out on. So zoom out, whip out, and animated, but only the in point or the out point.
Now, hopefully this tutorial is really helpful for you. If you want.
Oh, right. I need to pull it from the other project. Shoot. There you go. Where I think YouTubers. Oh, okay. So you were here in a. Oh, that's right. You were here in a previous stream where I was working on. I was working on something for Kevin Stratford. I remember. Yes. Okay, I'm starting to remember your name popping up. Oh, come on. Do I have to manually figure this out? Well, that's a bummer. David. See, it's hard to remember names. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Oh my. Okay, so wait.
Hopefully this tutorial is really.
Oh, whoops. That should be 1.
Hopefully this tutorial will help you.
Okay, that didn't. Why is it not animating out?
Hey! Where?
I think it's oh, it's the Sora video. Oh, right. Gotcha. Out of Order Garage, how's it going? Everything out his life? Welcome back. Been lurking a while trying to learn some new stuff. Very nice. Okay, yeah, the Sora video. I remember that now. I got it. I remember. I'm not entirely dumb yet. Only partially. Okay, yeah. Every time I piss, it just wants to add animation for some reason. I don't know why. All right, so let's just paste this here then. Okay, so this is going to be one of those weird ones where I actually wanted to kind of go back here now. That should cover it, right? Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I remember this sort of thing now. Yeah. I barely remember what the conversation was about, but I do remember you being there, yes. Okay, so this I can just scrap the magic animate there. Okay, now it just took off the mask. Why did it...
Helpful for you if you want to learn more.
Good enough. Okay. Right now I'm making a video for my YouTube channel for once. Just trying to finish it up.
All that can be found on the GitHub page. Check it out. It's really cool. And support the developers because they deserve to be supported because they're cool. Now, if you have any more questions, please leave a comment down below. And if you post an alligator down there, you're fired. And don't forget to follow me on Twitch where I do live streams of Resolve edits as well. And this is Camera Tim, signing out.
Okay, let's put in the Twitch lower third.
And don't forget to follow me on Twitch where I do live streams of Resolve edits as well. And this is Camera Tim, signing out.
I really just need to anim curves this. I made this lower third so long ago. It actually kind of bothers me that this is not an anim curves animation. So the topic of this video is actually, it's about a file transfer software that allows you to transfer unlimited amount of files anywhere in the world completely for free. No accounts needed or anything. It's all local.
And don't forget to follow me on Twitch where I do live streams of Resolve edits as well. And this is Camera Tim, signing out.
Okay, so the lower thirds there, was that? Okay, and let me double check at the beginning before the other one.
First, we're going to open DaVinci Resolve.
Bang.
Nah, just kidding. This tutorial Resolve. Nah, just kidding. Nah, just kidding.
This tutorial is actually an easy way
to be able to send large files, folders, zip files, whatever it may be, and an unlimited amount of files anywhere in the world, completely for free without needing to sign up for any sort of account. It just goes from one place to another directly. And we can do this with a very simple software called Croc. And this is available for PC, whatever it may be. This tutorial is actually an easy way to be able to send
I'll just put them right here. Hopefully tomorrow, probably more likely the following day. It's gonna depend on if I can get like a thumbnail and everything all set for it. Which I'm not doing the thumbnail tonight. I'm going to bed as soon as this is done. But I'm gonna wake up in the morning, probably try to do it in the morning.
Completely for free without.
Oh my word.
It's anywhere in the world, completely for.
Where do I usually put this? Hold on. So it is center both need, yes. And that is something I do mention and show. The thing is, it is actually very simple to install. But literally, here's how you do it. I can just show you it right now. And of course, the video will show you exactly how to use it. It's not hard to use. It's just like if you never use a command line, if you never use a command line utility, it might seem a little bit scary, but it's really not. So if I just go to Croc GitHub, I forgot this is like scaled up for the recording. So if I go here, there's literally under the install, you just copy this code right here. So if I copy this, open command prompt, paste the code, it opens up the Croc installer and then asks if you want to install it. You have to enter your password, so I enter my password, and it's installed. That's all you do. And then in order to use it, you just basically go to whatever folder you want to send files from that you have files in. I mean, you don't have to, but it just makes it easier. So let's just say I wanted to send this whole folder for whatever reason. I can just go back to command prompt, just type in croc send, and then just drag and drop this folder in there. Press enter and it'll hash everything, so it like basically writes data for everything to make sure it sends it not only securely but also sends the correct files. And then once that's done, it's like, okay, I have a code for you. And then if you copy this code and paste it into Windows, and if you're on a Linux or Mac, then you use this code. It does the same thing. It just needs a little something for shorthand. But it's like a security thing. I can't remember the reasoning. But you just copy this into the receiving computer. You paste it. So you just basically type in croc and then enter with this code. So you just literally just copy this, paste this, and it receives the files. That's all it is. So I just go through it a little bit more step by step. So that's why I can explain it in a minute, and the video's 9.5 minutes. But I do go over like a couple of troubleshooting things and like different things to do if like you're sending one file versus multiple files, the difference with installing on a Windows versus installing on a Mac, sending Windows, sending Mac, all that stuff. So I do like all of the comparisons, so it's not just like one system. So I try to cater to everybody. But yeah, that's
Bald
really
by
all
camera,
it is.
Tim.
Hey, is that Perfect Beasley or Beelzy? How do you say your name? Thank you so much for the follow. Very much appreciated. Beelzy? Beelzy? I'm done guessing. I tried. Okay, what did I need to do besides coloring? There was one more thing I think I needed to do, right? Maybe? Actually, oh no, I need to do the audio, duh. But let me just do the color first. Make sure I have that set in stone. Now, of course, that's not going to show correctly. Great. Oh well. It's fine. Okay, so let's just boost exposure a bit. Yeah, I'll increase it by a step, that's fine. Yeah, this is my HSV node. So I'll get to that. Oh, I don't even have the LAB one in here. Oh my goodness, where is the correct... It's not that one. Exposure primaries. Oh, that's where I got that. Okay. Give it a color will apply it to the whole video. Yes. All of my clips. Yes. Because I have it in groups. So you notice that there's 4 tabs here. There's group pre-clip, there's clip, group post-clip, and timeline. I put all of my webcam recordings into this group. So anything I do in the group pre-clip and group post-clip level are applied to every single instance of my webcam. Okay, I feel like I need to, like... Okay, so that's right. That's fine. I think I need to redo my, my node tree a bit. But it's fine. I don't think I'll need a tetra, but... Let me just throw this in here. Oh yeah, because I'm not using the timeline, so I can put this here, and I'll just use the JRDT, yeah, whatever. That works. Guys, anything I learned today again? Yeah, basically to set it up is when you go over to your clip. Why did that not fade? Oh, now it did. That was weird. Yeah, if you basically just highlight all of the clips you want, and it helps if you label them in some sort of way, because you can like go in here and like, let's say you went to your media pool. I can do all these as like a list. Let's say I made all of my webcams and changed the clip color to, I don't know, navy. That way I can go inside of this window here, go down to clip color, select navy, and now it only shows all instances of my webcam, so I can just highlight them all by pressing Control A, and then right clicking and then just adding them into a group. And that's how that works. Makes it really easy. Let's open up exposure a bit. And then one thing I also like to do is, this is specific to not only studio, but also mononodes. So if you don't have mononodes, you can't do this, but I have this tool that allows me to see my skin tone indication. I should probably turn off proxies. That would be a good thing to do. Really makes it easy. Yeah, it's speeds up everything very nicely. Okay, so now I know my skin tones are where they should be. And I'll probably like redo it in a minute, but okay. And then yeah, I probably want to bring this down a bit, so let me just make sure I'm still following that skin tone line here. Until it starts to cross like too much green there. Okay, so that should work. And then that way, whoops. Yeah, get a nice little separation there. Add a little bit of saturation. Actually, I'm going to shape it a little bit. Pull it back. Really fill the body of it. I have a question. I have a green screen to move the background if you don't mind. Okay. Yeah, of course. Go ahead and ask away. Yeah, this doesn't do anything right now. Okay, let's throw this up here. That might be too much saturation there. Some pretty heavy banding, but I feel like I want a little bit more of this actually. Let's reduce it a tad.
Hey!
You?
Where?
Oh my goodness. Hey, how's it going? How's everything? How's life? Hello, welcome in. Is the name Yu? Just want to slightly hint back a little bit. Maybe I just don't crank the saturation quite as much. Fills the body a little bit, but not too crazy. And then we just make this book a little bit dense. A nice clean split tone. All right, let's see if there's anything else I want to add. Probably not. Might even do the HSV trick, honestly. Actually, I wonder, does this, it should work in this. I'm curious. Okay, color space is HSV, so we've got our qualifier set. Bring down the gain like an absurd amount. Push it back up in gamma. Reduce the saturation here some. Push it back there. Oh, that's gonna turn that one. It might actually be okay. Might be flattening it too much. Yeah, you how's it going and everything? How's life? How are things? Yeah, I don't think it's necessary. I was working on a green screen, original freeze written, but there are wrinkles on the green screen. Oh boy. Remove the key with the strong transparent boxes. If you're on the main subject, also try keying a perfect green screen. On a perfect green screen, this issue still happens. Can you tell me what I'm doing wrong? Are you using a clean plate? And what keying tool are you using? And do you know what a clean plate is? I should probably ask that before I assume. That's not gonna do a whole lot. Oh. Oh, hello. Hold on one moment. I'll be right back.
Bald by camera, Tim.
All right. Hey, 23 Synapse, thank you so much for the follow. Very much appreciated. I am so sorry. I actually have to go all of a sudden. So, not gonna, I mean, the video is basically done, but I have to go. So the baby woke up and we need to get some things situated. So, with that, I will see you guys later. Hopefully I'll see you guys on the next stream. Not exactly sure when it is.
Hey!
The stream's somewhat inconsistent.
Where?
But yeah, hey, it's 23 Synapse. Thank you so much for showing up. But have a fantastic night. This video hopefully will go up tomorrow. I'm hoping. Can't guarantee that. If it doesn't, it's definitely going to go up on whatever day is the following day. So anyways, thank you guys so much for showing up. Fallon, once again, thank you so much for the raid. If you're still here, that was huge. But you guys are amazing. I love you all. Have a fantastic night, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.